Alright, here's what we're going to run. This is our rotational strong defense. Kiana, Victoria, Natalia. It's something different than what you've ran before, but it's a good system for you to learn. So at least you'd have it in your tool belt as far as understanding it. So here's how it'll work. We're going to camp out our middle. If you haven't heard of it, it just means you're camping them somewhere different. So she's going to camp out in between the difference between a middle and a outside attack. That leaves Key all by herself over here. Key's green. Okay. When Tara's up front, we're just going to run a single block and traditional. But when Key's in, we're going to try this. We're going to practice this tomorrow. We'll see if it works. If we can learn it in one practice, this is what we'll run in California. If we can't, we'll just have to stay with a single. But Key's a pretty aggressive blocker. It'll benefit us if we can learn this. So I need all the girls to try their best to understand it. So on a middle attack, if Key's up front, she's going to step over to block it. Our middle's going to step over to block it. She's going to come around for the tip. All she can get is around here somewhere, so this is all hers for tip. Okay. Now, this girl normally would balance, but she can't balance because she has to compensate for this. Okay, there's nobody here. So this girl will balance a little bit. This one's going to balance, but also balance a little left. Okay? She has to compensate for her stepping up. Okay? So she can't be over here like this and balance. There's too much of a space over here, and we're too vulnerable. So she'll actually just take a smidget over here like this. All right? And that's pretty much how it will look. She's responsible for tips up here, and she's responsible for tips up here. Right in the middle, it's going to be pretty much her and her. Okay? That is a middle attack with Key up front. Okay? Now, if we can't learn that, which I think we can, I really do. If we can't learn that, we will have to stick with a traditional, which is what we'll do with Tara. We're going to run this anyways with Tara. A single block. So this is Tara in now, or Key if we can't do the double. Middle, she's just going to come off like this, about to the 10-foot line, come off to the 10-foot line. These guys just balance, 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 and that's pretty much your standard. And that's standard across the board with almost all systems. Some of them will run these girls a little further out. I get that. But I run mine a little further in because I run a rotational strong. Rotational strong is for the tip. We don't give up the tip in the middle of the court. I'd rather them tip out here. So these girls would be on their belly, but it is what it is. All right? So that's what we're going to try to run. So let's go over a couple more. This is our outside attack and our right side attack. So again, Kiana, Natalia, Victoria, this is new to you girls, rotational strong. So we got an outside attack. Obviously she's going to block, probably angle, angle. So angle is pretty much gone. So all we got to worry about is line. So she's going to run up behind for the block for the tip. She's pretty much hiding right behind it. Okay? If she's trying to shoot way over here, she's here looking for this tip. Okay? This girl has to follow the ball. This is our biggest mistake we make. She doesn't follow the ball. Well, where's the ball? The ball is way over here. She needs to be over here. And she doesn't stay deep anymore because this is vulnerability here. She actually does like a little bit of a smiley face in the back row. She'll always go like this. Okay? Like a reverse rainbow, smiley face, whatever. So here she goes. She follows the ball and takes a couple steps up. So she's covering line and she's covering tip down here. She covers angle. Okay? And then she comes off the net right around there. Okay? And that's pretty much normal. So what are we giving up? We're giving up the 6 ball. Main ball we're giving up is a 6 ball right here. Okay? We give a little bit of a 4 ball, but I'm not overly worried about that. Okay? If they can hit it, they can hit it, but hopefully she'll be on her belly and get it. Okay? And in 6 ball, if they hit the 6 ball, hopefully my blockers get it up in the air and it gets time for one of these girls to go get it. Alright? And it's going to be the same for a right side attack. The key is the girl, the wing on that side of the attack has to get up behind the block. So here goes a right side attack. She's going to probably block angle. She's going to come help. She has to get right up behind that block. Okay? She's blocking. She's looking for tip. She has to follow the ball. A little bit of a smiley face in. She covers angle. She comes up like this. And if everybody plays these positions correctly, it's a pretty good defense. Again, we're giving up the 6 ball. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. Where's my line? We're giving up a 6 right there and maybe a 4. 4 is a pretty hard shot to hit. Actually, it's not a 4. That's a 1. That's a 2 over here on this side. But the 6, hopefully they block it, get it up in the air so one of these girls can go grab it. Alright? And that's our system. So, let's do it one more time. If we can do this with Key, this is what we want to do. Okay? If Key's in the match, We're going to camp her right in the middle, and we're going to camp her over here in the middle, really close to this girl. Okay. She can actually even camp even further because she's only blocking right. She's not blocking. No, because we want her to get behind the block. So she needs to stay like that. Split the difference like she normally does. So on a middle attack, these two are going to come to block it. Okay, boom, boom. Okay. Key's a very aggressive blocker. So I doubt they're going to hit a lot of this because even if they try to tip over here, Key looks for him. She's a pretty good jumper and she might be able to even get a tip. She'll come off as far as she can get. She has to compensate a little bit like that. She has to compensate a little bit like that, and she'll bounce back a little bit like that. Okay? Now, I'm not over worried about our setter being so far back, because my libero is really good at getting the secondary ball. Hopefully it's Jelly right here. Who's my other one? It's going to be Lana. Lana and Jelly. So they know as soon as this ball goes this direction, nowhere near them, they're going to break to set. Okay? As soon as that ball goes away from them, they're breaking to set until they know for sure someone else got it. Because it could have been her, then they know the setter's going to get it, then they can back off and just wait for the cover. Okay? So, hopefully that makes sense. This is what we're going to try at practice. And if it works, this little double block here is going to be really good. So I'm happy with that, and we'll try it at practice. If we can't run it, we'll just go back to a traditional single block, which I believe all the girls are familiar with, because all the schools and all the teams, for the most part, run it. So it's pretty simple. But we're going to try a double and see how it goes. As of now, the air conditioning was broke. Last I heard, air conditioning guy went out on Friday. They don't know if they fixed it or not. I won't know until tomorrow morning. So I apologize in advance. I'm hoping it works. But we really have to have this one practice, and it has to be a really good practice. So please come to practice and learn, and hopefully it's a good one, and we have a great tournament. All right? Thanks, everybody.